50 reasons why American women make terrible wives and girlfriends. And down here we have an image. It says strong black women. The one on the left is a Western attitude. You see she's a nasty looking, obviously, Western woman. And then on the right you have a very happy looking black woman, and it says African dignity. Now, the image, of course, you could find an image of a very happy looking black woman in America or anywhere in the Western world too. Just, put it in there. And you could find an image of an angry African woman and put it in here on the other side. So take the image for what it's worth. What I'm more interested in is finding out what these 50 reasons are. And this is written by a man named, I think that's Tariq is how you say that. But hello and welcome to The Ordeal. If you're new to my channel, I challenge all things woke. And there's a lot of reasons why we shouldn't be dating women in the Western world. The main reason is because they're totally woke, yo. The woke attitude is permeated everything. And if you're one of those women who says, well, I'm not like that. I don't want these, I don't want to act like this. I want to be a nice traditional woman. Then stand up and speak out against it. Demand that women go back into the homes, take care of the children. You don't do that, so I don't know what to tell you. After traveling the world for the last 8 years, I've noticed many differences between foreign and American women. Here's a list of reasons why American women make terrible wives and girlfriends. They're fat, number one. Yeah. Western women do have it easy enough that they can just sit back, relax, and eat as much as they want to. They cheat a lot. Yeah, it's something like 45% of married women in America cheat, something like that. It's ridiculous. Women, even if you are married and you never cheat on your husband, but you had a lot of partners before you met your husband, intentionally had a lot of partners before you met your husband, then it's the same thing. You just did your cheating beforehand. They care more about their career than being a good mother. Yep. They don't care about their children as much as they should. I mean, a child's feet should not touch the ground until they're 3 years old. They should not know how to walk until they're 3. At all. I mean, they shouldn't even have the opportunity to learn how to walk. That's how much women should care about their children. They age poorly. Yeah, they don't take care of themselves. So they look good when they're 20s usually, but then by the time they're 30, it's like, what the hell happened to you? In 10 years, you should not go from looking amazing to looking like a pile of dog shit. You just shouldn't. Number 5. They lose their virginity at a young age. Yeah, they really shouldn't be losing their virginity so young. And I think the average age in the United States is 15, but I mean, they lose even younger than that. Way younger than that. They don't care. They support feminism. Yeah, so supporting feminism. Yeah, I thought this whole article was just going to be 50 examples of how women support feminism. Turns out I was wrong. They get divorced a lot. Yeah, there's almost a 50% divorce rate, right around a 50% divorce rate in the United States. I don't know about other countries, but divorce is high. And it's because, women are not being good mothers. Be a good mother. Being a good mother means you stay with the father. Now, that doesn't mean you put up with abuse, but let's be focused on family and relationships instead of focused on our career. It's fine to have a career. It's good to focus on earning a living and contributing to society at large. But that starts with family. Let's see here. They use the court system to imprison fathers. Yeah, I mean, you could just lump that in with they get divorced a lot because there's no reason for a woman to stay married. It doesn't benefit her. In a lot of states, like California where I live, lifetime alimony kicks in. After that, she might as well get a divorce. They curse like sailors. They're not ladylike, is what I hear when he says this. Curse like sailors. I don't really care if they curse a lot necessarily. If they curse some, it's fine. But yeah, they're not being ladylike. That's the real problem. They use men to receive gifts and cash without providing intimacy. Yeah, they are the table. I hear this a lot. Women in their dating lives are like, I'm the table. I'm the table. They don't bring anything to the table. They're not attractive. We just go through the first 9 here. They're fat. They cheat a lot. They get divorced a lot. They age poorly. They're promiscuous. All those things are reasons why it's like, what are you offering me? What do you offer me? You offer me nothing. You offer me absolutely nothing. You're basically a used car at this point. You've had 30 different owners, and you've been beat up, and now you want to be in a relationship with me. Yeah, okay. Not going to happen. They lie about everything. There's a lot of dishonesty amongst women. They don't even know what they're thinking or feeling. A person once told me, don't take this is my quote, but you can use this here. A person once told me, to a woman, honesty is a feeling, whereas to a man, honesty is a fact. They support parental fraud. Yes, indeed. Number 12, they support parental fraud. There's even a website devoted to this now. They usually have multiple men chasing them. Well, that's not really a woman's fault unless they're reciprocating that interest. They are among the least fertile women on earth. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe they are. First off, maybe the man doesn't want to have that many children. Second off, is that really true? They don't like to cook or clean. Number 15. Yeah, they want to be lazy and they don't want to do any of any kind of what's considered traditionally womanly work. So that's, in my life, that's good. But I also went with a non-Western woman. Western women are not doing this anymore. They want to have a career and they want to relax. That's it. They sleep with their bosses to climb the corporate ladder. Yeah, intimacy doesn't mean anything to Western women. That's a problem. Like, it has no value to them. They're like, it's just a means by which I achieve something in my life, whether that's an orgasm or a promotion. They judge men based on appearance instead of ability. Yeah, they are very, very superficial when it comes to men. Number 17 here, they are very superficial when it comes to men and their relationships. They neglect their children in favor of attracting more men. Yeah, this does happen. It's not as black and white as he makes it seem here. I've known plenty of women who had children and were also focused on getting a man, but the children did come first. So they wear too much makeup and weave. Yeah, I guess black women wear weaves. They do wear way too much makeup. You don't need to wear hardly any makeup, or down to none, basically, most of the time. They call the police to imprison innocent men. Yes, they will try to imprison you if you're innocent. They will point the finger at you and lay false accusations at your feet. They enjoy seeing men fight and destroy each other. I don't know what he's getting at here. Number 21, they enjoy seeing men fight and destroy each other. I'm not sure what that is. Number 22, they eat too much processed food. This is part of the problem with them aging poorly. You can mitigate a lot of your aging poorly by exercising on a regular basis, but I guess they eat too much processed food. I mean, they're overweight. You can just put this under number 1. They're fat. They avoid exercise because it makes them sweat. Yeah, you put that under number 1 again. Number 1 was they're fat. Number 24, they take jobs away from hardworking men. Yes, they do. This is the thing with the women going to work movement that happened in the 70s. We got a lot more employees in the country, and it was because women entered the workforce en masse. Women have always worked in this country. It's a myth to think that, like, in the 1950s, no women worked. No, it was just much more commonplace for a woman to be a housewife, or to at least focus on being a housewife, raising the children, and maybe have a secondary job, a part-time job. In the Great Depression, my grandmother was the breadwinner in the Great Depression here in the United States. My grandfather often didn't work during that time, so it's not like women didn't have jobs back then. They ruined ESPN. I guess I don't watch ESPN. I think it's a sporting network. I don't care. Men throw their balls around, patting each other on the bottom at the same time. Yippee. I'm not into homoeroticism, so what can I say? They are bankrupting the U.S. economy with their reckless spending habits. Yes, they are. This is true. We have more public assistance programs that benefit women than we do men, and men put more into taxes than women do. So they're taking more out. Women are taking more out of the tax surplus, and men are putting more in. So yeah, it's not really working. They are now prostituting themselves under the label of sugar baby. Yeah, there's a whole group of women out there who do this sugar baby thing. They're going after men who have a lot of money and will pay them, buy things for them. They lead on men with silly games and tricks, causing men to learn game. Yes, women play games non-stop in the United States. It is a constant issue, and why my relationships with American women never worked out, because I'm not going to tolerate your little crazy immaturity. Are we in this thing together to be a couple, or do you constantly need to test my manhood, or do you constantly need to poke at me in some way? They refuse to lose weight and improve their health. Yeah, that's on number 1. They're fat. They brag about being strong and independent. Yeah, they do. They think that they're strong and independent. They don't need no man until they get into a physical confrontation where they need a man to bail them out, or until they need some money, or want some money, and then all of a sudden, hey, men are great. They smell funny, especially the fat ones. I don't know. I haven't been around very many foreigners to tell you if they smell funny. I can't speak to that one. Number 32, they look down on men who make less money than they do. Yes, they do. This is not as commonplace as this may seem in this article here. I know that both of my brothers married women who make more money than them. My sister makes a ton of money, more than all 3 of her brothers combined. I'm friends with a good couple where She makes more money than he does. So I don't know. I mean, this does happen. They've been happily married. My brothers are happily married. So it's not like it's 100% black and white, this one here. They refuse to settle even though they are past their prime childbearing age. Yeah, women in America want to have a Chad, always. They go on and on about how they don't need a man. Well, we already talked about this one. They brag about being a strong, independent woman. They use a man's child as a weapon in the court system. Yeah, they'll do that. They will use the court system against a man any means that they can to get there. They're loud. I don't know about that. I think that's more of a cultural thing, depending on a subculture within the United States. Because from what I've seen, for the most part, women of European ancestry generally aren't that loud. Sometimes they are, but usually they're not that loud. It's usually the other women that come here from different cultures that are the loud ones. They always look angry with their permits because, yes, a lot of women do walk around looking angry all the time instead of being happy and smiling. And this is a big thing, too, in our country. It's so funny when we're like, I was told to smile. That's a big thing for the feminists. How dare you tell me to smile? What's wrong with you? It happened to me once, this girl. I was at the gym. I was doing some lunges off to the side. This woman walks by me she looked really angry. And I just was like, hey, don't look so happy. And she got so mad at me. She stopped. 10 minutes later, she stopped in the middle of her workout, walked halfway across the gym to yell at me. It's like, you don't have anything better to do with your time? Tell me I don't have any right to say that to her. It's like, I have every right to say that to you. I have every right to. This is the United States. I can say that to you all day long if I want to. And it's not like I was trying to harm her in any way. I could understand if I had been like talking behind her back, gossiping, spreading rumors, spreading lies, trying to hurt her with my words, and then she said, you have no right to speak about me or to talk to me or anything like that. I could understand her saying that and demanding that. But it was just one comment, one time. They expect Prince Charming when they are no way close to being a princess. This is a big problem that we see in our culture. Yeah, you got really fugly women going, I want to be with a model. They make fun of men they find attractive. Okay, I guess. I don't know about that one. They think being cold and distant is a sign of feminine strength. Yeah, this is probably true. Women are cold and distant a lot instead of being warm and welcoming. And I think they're taught this. It's just ridiculous that they're like, oh, you gotta be ice queen, or else men are gonna take advantage of you. No, why don't you be nice and stand up for yourself? Why aren't we teaching our women to go, look, I'm warm and inviting, but hey, this is the wall, this is the boundary right here. You can be my friend, we can laugh, we can have a good time, we can have a friendship, we can have a relationship, whatever. But I'm not going to let you take advantage of me. They chase bad boys when they're young, then go for nice guys. Yeah, this is ridiculous behavior. They think the thing that's ridiculous about this is they think that they're the prize by the time they're 35 and used up, and like, oh, you should be happy to have me now that I'm willing and ready to settle down with a nice guy. No, you should be willing and ready to settle down with a nice guy when you're 15. You start dating nice guys. Stop going after bad boys. They have too many tattoos. Yeah, the tattoo culture is ridiculous. They have too many piercings. Yeah, the piercing culture is even more ridiculous. They weigh more than your grandfather did in his prime. Yeah. Yeah, I already looked at this article, actually. The average American woman is now weighs more than the average man. They weigh 166.2 pounds. That's more than I weigh. A lot more than I weigh. That's like 20 pounds at least more than I weigh. They say negative things just to hurt your feelings. Yeah, again, game playing, we already talked about that. They are extremely racist. Yeah, they are against white men. I mean, I know that. Like, white women pursue black men like with a fanaticism. It's insane. I don't understand how white American women are like, I want to be with a black man, rah! And they just like freaking jump on any black man that presents himself. They treat their husbands like a slave. Yes, they do. This is more of their empowerment. That's number 47. They buy food and support GMO farmers who sell poison to the nation. Well, that's a whole other kettle of fish. We're not going to get into that. They rather screen dozens of men through smartphones than risk a rejection. I don't know if it's about risking rejection. I think they just want to shop. You know, if you had the ability to just cruise through 1,000 different women and pick the best one out of 1,000 women, you would get a really good woman, most likely. I mean, at least as far as looks are concerned. That's what these women are doing. They're going, oh, he looks great. I'm going to be with him. And a bonus, he has money. You know, so you could do the same thing if you had the power in dating. They have lost what it means to be a lady. You already talked about that one. So this is a repeat of a lot of these, but he probably couldn't have gone, the 38. What good is that? 38 reasons why American women make terrible wives. That doesn't really ring as true as 50. But he could have said maybe 40. I don't know, 40. That still wouldn't ring as true as 50, but what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.